you so much. I'm really honored to be participating in today's event, and I found all the speakers just so interesting. I learned so much, so thank you. I don't have slides to share. We'll be doing two experiential meditations and then end with some chair yoga. I wanted to start just by talking a little bit about my practice at the Osher Center. I spend a lot of time working with women and men with migraine. My focus is on helping people to identify stressors and other factors that contribute to health issues, and then learning some skills and strategies that hopefully will help improve coping and decrease symptoms. So today I was invited to share a few principles and exercises about meditation and mindfulness for migraine. Many of you, and it sounds like that poll, 92% of this group today, which is fantastic, are familiar with meditation. So many of you may have your own your own meditation practices. Others may be new to meditation or may have tried it in the past and haven't found it too helpful. Today, I thought we'd experience two different types of meditations and then end with some stretching and chair yoga. A lot of us have been sitting for a couple of hours now, so we'll get up and stretch. As Dr. Bernstein spoke about in her presentation, we're all living in a time, really an unprecedented time of anxiety. And many of us are feeling a lack of control with the challenges from living with COVID-19, the election, so many outside forces that are beyond our control. And these challenging times, when you add chronic health issues or migraine to this, it's no wonder that so many of us are feeling more stressed. The idea of approaching anxiety, fear, and panic using mindfulness and meditation is based on an evidence-based model for using mindfulness in health and healing known as mindfulness-based stress reduction, or MBSR. This model was developed by Jon Kabat-Zinn and his colleagues at University of Mass Medical Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. This MBSR approach has been shown to offer benefits for treating a variety of medical conditions, including anxiety, depression, pain, and other chronic illnesses. Because this approach is based in a healthcare model, these mindfulness-based meditation practices are open to anyone and do not focus on any specific religious or spiritual orientation. So really anyone can practice and benefit from being more mindful. Just going to take a sip of water. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is an awareness that is sensitive, open, kind, gentle, and curious. Mindfulness is a basic human capacity, and it arises from paying attention on purpose in a way that is non-judging. It's friendly. It does not try to add or subtract from anything that's happening or going on. It is often said that in practicing mindfulness, you practice being, not doing. So it's this sense of being and being present. It means that you stop trying to change things and you start opening and allowing and noticing what is happening. And really paying attention closely and carefully to being in the moment. Being mindful takes a position of gentleness, curiosity, and a non-judging attention. It means paying attention on purpose with an open mind and an open heart, and noticing being centered in the present moment. And in case this all sounds confusing, don't worry, we're just going to dive in and try our first mindful exercise. You may notice that your mind drifts when you're trying to kind of refocus. That's very normal. I think so many of you on this here, or 92% of you have had some experience with meditation, so you're probably had that happen, and it's okay. And it's specifically with this type of mindfulness meditation, just kind of stop and regroup and focus on your breath. So if I could invite people to kind of get into a comfortable position, we'll We'll start by focusing on our breath and breathing, and start by taking a few deep breaths. So it might be helpful to rest your hand on your lower abdomen or belly as you breathe in and out, kind of feeling your belly expand on the inhale and relax on the exhale. So I would invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. That way you're not distracted. Let's start by taking 5 deep breaths together and really feeling your mind and body quiet down as you focus on your breath. And if you can, breathe in through your nose, inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And notice if you're holding any tension anywhere, or if any area is feeling particularly tight. Maybe your neck and shoulders, which is true for a lot of us. Gently release, maybe stretch a little bit, any muscle tension that you're holding by moving around, letting go of the tension. And in this process, becoming more centered. Stay focused on your breath and on my voice as we begin our first mindful meditation. We are going to start with a short visualization. I chose this meditation called Sea of Tranquility because of the turbulent times we are living in. So let's start by visualizing ourselves at the beach, sitting on the warm sands with a refreshing sea breeze sprinkling your whole body. You are safe and secure. You are watching the waves drift in and out, over and over again. Each wave is like your breath, rising up inside from deep within, and then releasing and returning out to sea. What do you notice about the surface of the ocean? It's much like your life. Some parts are rough, maybe choppy, with impending waves of uncertainty pounding away. Breathe in these moments that are challenging and upsetting. Remember that you have stability and strength to weather the storm. Breathe out your fears and doubts about the outcome. What will be, will be. Let the waves carry all your anxieties and fears out to sea. What's happening below the surface of the ocean? It is a calm, serene, quiet, and contemplative underwater experience. Schools of fish are swimming to and fro. Sea plants are sashaying to a mysterious musical current. Starfish cling to rocks in a colorful display. Luminescent shards of sunlight splice through the water transmitting warmth and radiance downward. Depending on what life tosses your way, you may be body surfing the big wave or floating along a sea of serenity. Be mindful of the journey, the highs and lows, the good times and the bad, the joy and the pain. Move gently with each wave. When you are ready, bring your attention back to the room where you are, the space around you, and know that you can carry the calm tide of the ocean within you as you move throughout your day. I hope that we're feeling a little bit more relaxed, and that hopefully you can use this imagery to recenter yourself when you're feeling stressed in the future. The visual part of it is something that I use myself, and I hope some of you use in your meditation practices. One other type of meditation I wanted to share today is called loving kindness meditation. For so many people who experience migraine, life is unpredictable. I think, Sarah spoke so beautifully about her experience. And, I think for so many of you, what you experience, this state of what we call anticipatory anxiety, feeling anxious, not knowing if you might get a migraine on an airplane, or that having a migraine might keep you from being able to participate in an important event. There are feelings that can accompany this of disappointment, guilt, hopelessness, negativity, and a loving kindness meditation uses very specific phrases of friendliness and well-wishing. It's based on perhaps the most ancient form of meditation, Buddhism, and it is said to have been taught by the Buddha to his followers. This phrase-based type of practice offers a specific meditation form that is easy to use and also quite flexible and powerful as a vehicle of healing and transformation in many different situations. So in this meditation, you select a phrase that resonates warmly in your heart. So again, let's get into a comfortable position, including lying down if that is more comfortable for you. And if you're comfortable, please close your eyes. And bring your attention to your breath. And again, breathing mindfully for a few moments. And shift your attention to your heart space in the center of your chest. And notice any feelings or sensations that you're having. Let them be, kindly accepting whatever you notice. Allow yourself to open and accept feelings of friendliness and kindness that are within you. If it helps, recall a dear friend or loved one, or a pet, or the warm feeling you have when a child takes your hand. Let the kind feelings arising from these remembrances fill and support you as much as possible. Now shift your focus to yourself. Imagine you are speaking to yourself or to a part of yourself that is upset, injured, or needing attention. Speak kindly and with compassion, wishing yourself well. This is where your phrase comes in. You might use a phrase like, may I be safe and peaceful. May I be happy. May I be healthy and well. Or may I live with ease and in peace. Repeat your phrase as if you were quietly humming a lullaby to yourself. When your attention shifts or other feelings arise, you have not made a mistake. Just notice the shifts and feelings, allow and release them, and return your attention to your phrase. And you may end your meditation by releasing your phrase and opening your eyes. Okay, so I hope that now you're feeling even more centered and relaxed as we move into the final part of our exercise, some chair yoga. So if you are lying down and you're comfortable to sit in a chair, that would be great. Again, we'll take a few centering breaths. I'm sorry to move so quickly through this. I'm just being aware of the time. Um, so with yoga, we do this in our groups at the Osher Center. There are some very specific poses that are good for migraine, and but what a lot of people kind of steer clear of yoga because of so many of the inverted positions. So I wanted to try chair yoga because it's accessible when we're all on so many Zoom calls these days and seated at a desk or in, wherever we're seated, in a car, in a chair. There's some really nice stretches you can do just from where you're sitting. And they do not involve inversions where you're upside down, and especially when you're having a migraine, just the thought of being upside down is very difficult. So let's sit back in our chairs. Hope I can get the camera to cooperate with me. And feel your feet grounding on the floor. Take a big breath in and let it go. And another big breath in and let it go. And then close your eyes and draw the awareness inwards, allowing your body to settle into your chair, relaxing the muscles in your face, your jaw, your neck and shoulders, your arms, your spine, hips, your legs and feet. Just kind of rooting yourself into the earth with your feet on the floor, grounding you as you feel your body relax. Deepening your awareness to your breath, noticing your inhale, breathing in and breathing out, letting your exhales get deeper and longer, and your mind starting to calm down. Yoga is a great practice to come back to whenever you have too much going on. The body and breath awareness is a nice way to calm the mind. With the next inhale, bring your hands into prayer pose with your palms together. your thumbs in front of your heart. And as you inhale, take a deep breath in and bring in positive thoughts and energy, filling you up, and the gratitude of being here today. Taking time to honor your body, bowing your head to your heart, letting it settle in. You can gently release your hands down to your thighs, allowing your shoulders to roll back. And on your exhale, softening. You can open your eyes if you want to. Move to the center of your chair, finding a little bit more support. We're going to roll our shoulders up and back, letting your arms release to the sides, dropping your chin to your chest. And as you inhale, let's roll our left ear to your left shoulder. Pick up your right arm and extend it, feeling the stretch. You can play with the angle of your head, looking down, kind of looking to the side and up, feeling if there's any tension. A lot of us right here in your neck, exploring that sensation as you move your head through range of motion. We all hold a lot of tension there. And just moving your right arm up in some circles to feel that stretch. Now roll your chin back to your chest, your arm down. Do a couple of shoulder rolls in a centered position. And let's try that on the other side. So our right ear to the right shoulder, left arm reaches out, and the head can drop down, move around. Move that left arm. And notice if you have any differences one side to the other, where you may be holding your tension. Come back to the center with a couple of shoulder rolls. And with the next inhale, we're going to sweep our arms up, lift up over your head, big inhale, and turn your body side to side, kind of a spinal twist in sitting with your arms up high. Feel that stretch on both sides. Back to center, we're going to lower our left hand, hold on to the side of the chair, and with our right arm, reach up and over and feel that side body stretch. And just give that couple of stretches in that position. We'll bring our right arm down to the side of the chair. And our left arm comes up, reaches over and feels that side body stretch. Maybe your elbow reaches back behind your head to deepen that stretch. Feel that in your scapula, a little bit in the back of your neck. Reach back up one more time. Let's try that with the right arm, reaching up, dropping that elbow back behind the head. Just holding it for a few seconds in that position. That's great. Okay, let's just pull both arms forward, elbows forward, so we're pulling a little bit, feeling the scapula again. Okay, and we're going to stand up, and if you're near a chair with a back, and I hope I can film this well, but for this one, we're going to really try a standing downward dog with a little bit of cat mixed into it. So I'm going to have you stand up, and I'm going to face sideways, but you can hold on to your chair right behind it. So bending forward, either holding to the bottom, the seat of the chair or the back, whatever is comfortable. Just take a moment, my chair, and shake your tail a little bit. So you're shaking and you're moving your legs. My camera. Moving your legs, kind of pedaling a little bit back and forth. And it's, if you can reach forward, just extending your arms. So you're in kind of a standing chair position. Reach both hands down to the chair and pedal your legs again. You're going to put one leg back so you're in kind of a runner's stretch. And just hold that position. You should feel a nice stretch through your calf, down your leg. Just hold that position. You can release that leg, bring it forward, and again into that cat position where your back is rounded up, and then release so your tail is up. So we'll just do a couple of cat, camel, cat, cow, depending on what you call it. So your back is up and down. Let's take that other foot back into that runner's lunge and hold that position, just stretching through the calf, the spine, all the way down. Great, okay, and then bring that leg in and just collapse into a forward bend as far as you can go, using the chair to kind of hold that stretch. Drop your head, let it shake around. And take a few deep breaths in this position. If you're uncomfortable holding your head down, you can keep your head level. If you can relax your neck, that's helpful. Okay, we're going to reach forward into a chair pose and just hold. Feel that stretch behind your shoulders and the scapula and spine. And come to a standing position. Oops, tilting my camera back up. Standing position. And lower your arms. And we'll go back to a seated position. Okay. So let's, from our seated position, just stretch a little bit, one leg and then the other out in front, kind of stretching your calves and your ankles, just so those get a little bit of a stretch as well. And we want to just finish with a little namaste. We're going to raise our arms up over our heads, dropping down into our heart center, taking a few breaths. Closing your eyes. Tuning into the 30 minutes you just spent being mindful, quieting the mind, noticing where you're holding tension, any thoughts that have come in, you've managed to let drift away on those waves, and knowing that any time you can return to your breath, to your phrase that you told yourself, to the imagery of the waves in the ocean, and that you always have this tool to carry with you. You can open our eyes and reach up to the sky. Surround yourself with all the positive energy you've created and release it to the universe. And we'll end with a namaste. Thank you.
Meredith, thank you for such a restorative session. What a wonderful way to end our valuable day. I really enjoyed experiencing both of the different types of mindfulness. I hadn't done the visualization one as much. I had heard of the other, but that was wonderful, and it was a great end to the day. So thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you all.